Hello, I'm Deborah Sampson. I was the first woman to masquerade as a man to fight in the war. I was born on December 17, 1760. At a young age, I had to work as a servant to help support my single mother and 7 other siblings. I was a hard-working individual, and I learned many life lessons from the hard times in my life. I did a lot of manual labor working as a servant, and as time went on, I found that I was just as strong as a boy. Along with being physically strong, I was mentally strong. I was well educated, as I read constantly, and I was rather sharp. When I turned 18, I could no longer be a servant anymore, so I took my skills elsewhere. I became a weaver and a teacher at a local school. However, I yearned to do something more important and courageous with my life. So in 1782, I decided to take it upon myself to sign up for the Revolutionary War as a man named Robert Shirtleaf. I became a soldier of the Light Infantry Company of the 4th Massachusetts Regiment. No one suspected I was a woman because I was well-built and tall, just like a man. That was until July of 1782, when I was shot in the thigh and cut across the head. I was sent to the hospital, but I was so determined not to be discovered that I snuck out. I removed the musket ball myself with a penknife and sewed up the wound. My leg never fully recovered, but I was able to fight for freedom a little bit longer. Unfortunately, in 1783, I came down with a fever and was hospitalized. A doctor then discovered my secret, but he didn't reveal it until a year later when the Treaty of Paris was signed. The doctor then sent me to General George Washington to confess my identity. Even General Washington found what I did incredibly brave and agreed not to tell the other soldiers and granted me an honorable discharge. But the fight wasn't over yet. Relieved soldiers were usually paid $76 a month for their services. In 1792, I petitioned to be given my military pension, but the court kept denying me pay simply because I was a woman. It wasn't until 1804 when Paul Revere, a good friend of mine, sent a letter to the Massachusetts representative to give me pay. I started receiving $4 a month, only a fraction of what the men were paid. I petitioned again 5 years later, and only then did I receive my full pay. I was a brave, adventurous woman, and I persevered through the bad times. But most importantly, I never let anyone tell me what I could or could not do. I wanted to fight in the war, so I did.